walk into the party and know no one.
Let's turn awkward silence into real conversations in natural English.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Chill English, the podcast where we make English fun and easy, even when life throws you into awkward social situations. I'm Ella.
And I'm James, your co-host who once showed up to a party thinking it was a work meeting. True story.
Today, we're diving into a challenge that everyone faces at some point. How to talk at a party when you don't know anyone.
Oh boy, that moment when you walk into a room full of strangers and your brain does that weird freeze thing. You know, like your Wi-Fi suddenly drops and your mouth just shuts down.
Exactly. It's like social paralysis. But here's the good news. You're not alone, and you can totally handle it.
Before we jump in, a quick shout out. If you enjoy these episodes and want to support us, please hit that subscribe button, like this video, and share it with your friends who could use a little social confidence boost. It really helps us keep making great content.
All right, let's get started. The first trick is don't panic. Seriously, take a deep breath. You're not auditioning for a movie. You're just at a party.
And remember, parties are made for talking. People expect chatter, even awkward chatter.
Exactly. So your goal is just to start talking. Doesn't matter what about, as long as you say something.
A classic way to break the ice is with a simple question, like, how do you know the host? Easy, right? Almost everyone has an answer.
Or you can comment on something around you, like, this playlist is great, isn't it? Or, wow, this place is amazing.
Those little openers are gold. They're low pressure and give the other person something to respond to.
And if you're feeling brave, you can throw in a little humor, like, I'm here practicing my social skills for the apocalypse.
Perfect. A little joke breaks tension and makes you memorable.
Now, here's a quick tip. When you ask questions, listen. People love to talk about themselves, and if you show real interest, the conversation flows naturally.
True, but don't be a robot interviewer. No one wants the 20 questions game. Keep it light and friendly.
For example, after asking, how do you know the host? You can follow up with, oh, that's cool. Have you known them long? Or, what do you usually do when you hang out together?
See? Small questions, big connection.
One more thing. Don't stress if there are awkward silences. They happen. It's normal. You can even laugh about it. Well, I think we just broke the world record for the quietest conversation.
I love that. It shows you don't take yourself too seriously.
So, to sum up this first part, take a deep breath, start with simple questions or comments, listen actively, use humor when you can, don't fear silence, embrace it.
Next, we'll get into how to keep the conversation going once you've made that first connection.
Stick around.
Let's solve a quick quiz together. What would you say in this situation? You're at a party and want to start a conversation. What's the best opener?
The answer is B. It's friendly, specific, and gives the other person something to talk about.
Okay, so you've broken the ice and started talking. Great job. Now the question is, how do you keep that conversation going without running out of things to say or sounding boring?
Good question. The secret is to find common ground. People connect best when they find something they both like or care about.
Exactly. So listen for clues. Maybe they mention a hobby, a place they've been, or a favorite show. Then you ask more about that.
For example, if they say, I love hiking, you can say, oh, cool, where do you usually go hiking? Or, I've never tried hiking, what's it like?
That way, you're showing interest and giving them a chance to talk more. People love that.
Also, don't be afraid to share a little about yourself. Conversations are a two-way street. You don't have to share your life story, but giving a small detail can make the chat more natural.
Like if they talk about a favorite movie, you can say, I love that movie too, or I haven't seen it yet, but I've heard good things.
Exactly. And if you're not familiar with something, it's totally okay to say, I don't know much about that. Can you tell me more?
That's a great way to keep the other person talking, and it shows you're curious, which is always a good thing.
Another tip, pay attention to body language. If they seem interested, like nodding, smiling, or leaning in, that's a good sign. But if they look distracted or check their phone, it might be time to wrap up politely.
And don't forget, it's totally fine to excuse yourself from a conversation if you feel stuck. You can say something like, excuse me, I'm gonna grab a drink. It was nice talking to you.
That way, you leave on a good note, and maybe you'll run into them again later.
One more thing. Parties often have group conversations. Joining a group can be less pressure because you don't have to carry the whole talk.
True. You can listen first, then jump in with a small comment or question. Like, that sounds interesting. How did you get into that?
And if the group is talking too fast or about something you don't know, don't panic. Just smile, listen, and maybe ask a simple question to learn more.
Remember, parties are about having fun and meeting people. You don't have to be perfect. You just have to be friendly and open.
So to recap, look for common interests, share a little about yourself, watch body language, know when to politely leave a conversation, join groups for easier talking.
And always keep a smile on your face. It makes a big difference.
All right, next up, we'll talk about handling awkward moments and how to recover if you say something weird.
Stick with us. All right, James, here's the moment everyone fears. Awkward moments at parties. You know, when the conversation suddenly stops or you say something that feels super weird.
Oh yeah, like when you wave back at someone who wasn't actually waving at you. Or when you forget the other person's name for the third time.
Exactly. But guess what? Awkward moments happen to everyone. The trick is how you handle them.
So first rule, don't panic. Take a deep breath and don't over-apologize. Saying, sorry, I'm so awkward, makes it worse.
Instead, try making a joke about it. Something like, well, I think I just set a new record for the quietest party moment.
Perfect. Humor can turn the situation around. It shows you're relaxed and can laugh at yourself.
Another tip, if you forget someone's name, just be honest. Say, I'm terrible with names. Can you remind me again? People usually appreciate honesty.
And if you accidentally interrupt, a simple, oh, sorry, please continue, is enough to smooth things over.
Also, if you say something weird or don't know how to respond, you can say, that's interesting. I'd love to hear more about it. It buys you time and keeps the conversation moving.
And remember, no one's watching you as closely as you think. Most people are too busy worrying about their own awkward moments.
So true. The party isn't a stage, it's a place to connect and have fun.
Here's another recovery strategy. Change the topic smoothly. For example, if the current topic feels dry, say, by the way, have you tried the snacks here? They're amazing.
Or, so, what's the most fun thing you've done recently? It's light and invites a positive answer.
And one last thing, if you're really stuck, just ask about the party itself. Like, is this your first time at one of these? Or how did you find out about this event?
People love talking about themselves and their experiences, so it's usually a safe bet.
To wrap up this part, don't panic when things get awkward. Use humor to lighten the mood. Be honest when you forget names or mess up. Change the topic smoothly if needed. And ask questions about the party or the event.
Next time you're at a party, remember, awkward is normal. How you respond makes all the difference.
And hey, if you ever have a funny or embarrassing party story, send it our way. We love hearing them.
Yeah, like that time James tried to dance but forgot the steps entirely.
Hey, I was inventing a new style. It's called the Confused Flamingo.
Awesome, that's the spirit. Okay, James, so you've managed to break the ice, keep the chat going, and even survive the awkward moments. What's next?
Now, it's all about making a connection that lasts, or at least doesn't end awkwardly when you walk away.
Exactly. First step, look for signs that the conversation is going well. If the other person is smiling, asking questions back, or leaning in, you're on the right track.
But how do you know when it's time to wrap things up? Nobody wants to be that person who just stands there like a lost puppy.
Right. A polite way to exit is key. You can say something like, "It was great talking with you. I'm going to grab a drink, but I hope we can chat again later."
Boom. That leaves the door open for more conversation and shows respect.
And if you want to be extra smooth, try exchanging contact info, like Instagram or WhatsApp. You don't need to go full detective mode, just a simple, "Can I add you on Instagram? It'd be great to stay in touch."
People appreciate that, especially if the vibe was good. Plus, it gives you a way to follow up after the party.
Another tip, be mindful of your energy. Parties can be draining, especially if you're an introvert or nervous.
Totally. It's okay to take breaks. Step outside for some fresh air or find a quiet spot to recharge.
And don't feel bad if you leave the party early. Quality over quantity, right?
Absolutely. The goal is to have good experiences, not to win a social marathon.
Now, here's a fun challenge. Try to learn at least one new thing about someone new at every party you go to.
That's brilliant. It keeps your conversations interesting and helps you remember people later.
Plus, it makes you a better listener and more confident speaker.
All right, let's sum up this part. Look for positive signs in the conversation, exit politely and keep the door open, exchange contacts if you feel comfortable, manage your energy and take breaks, try to learn something new about people.
Next, we'll share some quick tips for party confidence and being yourself, because that's the secret sauce.
Stick around.
All right, everyone, we've covered a lot today. Breaking the ice, keeping conversations flowing, handling awkward moments, and making meaningful connections.
Yeah, and if you're anything like me, just the thought of walking into a room full of strangers used to feel like jumping out of a plane without a parachute.
But remember, every great conversation starts with one small step, saying hello.
Exactly. And the more you practice, the easier it gets. Confidence isn't about being perfect, it's about showing up and being yourself.
Here's a quick recap to take with you. Don't overthink it, just start talking. Ask simple questions and listen. Use humor to ease tension. Be honest when you make mistakes. Know when to leave politely. And remember to enjoy yourself.
And hey, if you found this episode helpful, please support us by hitting subscribe, liking the video, and sharing it with your friends who could use a confidence boost.
Your support means the world and helps us keep making these episodes for you every week.
And don't forget to tell us your funniest or most awkward party stories in the comments. We love reading them.
Like that one time James tried to start a conga line and nobody joined? Ouch.
Hey, I was ahead of my time. It'll catch on someday.
Thanks for hanging out with us today. We hope you feel ready to jump into that next party and start chatting like a pro.
You've got this. No more hiding in the corner.
Until next time,
Stay chill.
and keep talking.